What's good, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time here, and if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. Okay, so I am Chanel. I'm a diviner, a mystic and hoodoo practitioner, and I am with Lizzie's Charm, which is my company. So if you are interested in wondering what it is that I offer, you can go ahead and check that out below in the description box. Okay. It's the Aries new moon. Let me slow down. Okay, I feel it already. So yes, that's what we're talking about today. It's been a minute since I have come and made any of these kind of videos for a short time. I really sat in contemplation to see what it is that I was going to be offering, how it is I was going to be offering it. And in reality, I always knew what it was that I was going to be bringing forth, but it's all in the how. Like, how am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And what exactly am I going to do with it? So you guys might hear some noise in the background. My son, he may come in and out of here, because he want to be part of the parts. So yeah, we're gonna get into this energy. We're gonna talk a little bit about the astrology. We're gonna go into the human design aspect of this new moon. Okay, we're gonna talk about the magical possibilities with this and what can be utilized and what can be done. And yes, that's pretty much it. I think there was something else. I took some notes, so I'm gonna be looking down a little bit here or there. And oh yeah, I'm gonna be pulling some cards. Maybe I ain't supposed to be pulling no cards. Either way, we're gonna go for it this time around and see how it goes. All right. See where my energy is at with all of the things. So let's go ahead and get into this Aries new moon solar eclipse. Okay, so an eclipse in itself, it's bringing something in or taking something out, right? So what is happening now is it's ushering in new opportunities, ushering in new ways of making something happen. This is happening at an Aries degree, the 29th degree, which is an anaretic degree. Is the critical degree of the zodiac sign. All right, so this is an intense expression of this energy, very strong, okay, in really carrying us forward where it is that we're going. And with it being in Aries, this is all about new beginnings. It's about new initiatives. It's about us being in our authority, our agency, right, where it is that we are ruling. Perhaps we are business owners and trying some new flow, some new dynamic. And right now will be the good time to do that because Mercury is about to go into retrograde in the Taurus. And whatever it is that you're planning on doing, you want to go ahead and do that right now so that you're not starting something under a retrograde. It's not that it won't last, but there might be a lot of changes to what it is that you choose to generate at that time during that Mercury retrograde. Okay, so I have just found it better from a personal standpoint of doing something before that rather than getting started during the retrograde. Okay, and then my mind changes throughout that time. Whereas instead, you can utilize the pinpoint of this solar eclipse to carry you forward and allow the retrograde to support you in evolving the direction, because Mercury is a lot about movement, forward movement. As you're taking in new things, learning things, right? Because it's a lot about intelligence, and intelligence comes from learning. Okay, so yes, the solar eclipses, it casts light onto whatever it is that we want to bring about and go forward with, and just all the things. So whatever it is that we've been planning, if you're going to start something, start it now, right? Go ahead and take the time it is that you need to get whatever it is that you need to get done. Use these. I'm not exactly sure when Mercury goes into retrograde, but I'm certain you can look that up online and see when that's taking place, because I believe it's happening this week. Today is Wednesday, okay, and it's a Mercury day, go figure. And so this moon, it is basically conjunct Jupiter. So it's going to be a lot of expansive energy, a lot of pathways being open, a lot of different roads and ways of viewing how we can go about doing a thing, right? How we can, the steps that we can be taking, or this could just be projecting us forward onto the given path, right? Because Jupiter is a lot about the journey, right? The not necessarily the destination, but the adventure and getting toward that. It's not really ever focused on where the end game is, but what's going to happen in the process of it. It's a mutable energy, and it's in a cardinal sign right now. So it's like, yes, let's go, let's get it. Okay. So with that, it is also a lot about having faith, right? Trusting that where it is that we're headed, where we're going is going to work out. Like, where does your faith lie? Connecting with that, right? And being like, okay, I can evolve into this. I can grow into this, right? And I'll get deeper into the details of the matter when we get into the human design aspect, because it's going to kind of make more sense. At least it does for me. I hope it does for you as well. So we also have a sextile to Neptune, which is about dreams, ideas, the mysteries, your soul even, right? So this is a very soul-led energy that we are operating in, and a lot of things can come undone out of the fact that we are starting something new, right? It's like something is being put to bed completely, because Neptune is a lot about the bed. It's bed pleasures, but either way, it's sleep realm, it's the dream realm. Okay. So now it's also squaring Pluto. Felt like I had to sneeze. It's also squaring Pluto, that is now at 0 degrees at its anaretic degree of Aquarius, right? So this is a lot of changes, a lot of death and rebirth, right? Especially around the groups, the people who come through and help you, the people who you help, your friendships, right? And you really being able to recognize yourself and see yourself, your individuality, your uniqueness within that realm of things. There could be some conflict that comes up with that, right? There can be something, especially when it comes to how you think about things, how you think about yourself within the realm of the group, how you think about yourself within the realm of where you're headed, right? Because um Aquarius is about long-term goals. It's the bigger picture. It is the biggest picture. It's the higher mind. Okay, it's the universal perspective of a thing. It is the big idea, all right? The big picture. Did I say that already? Okay, so it's definitely a lot of growth taking place here. Maybe some of us already know where we're going, where we're headed, what we want to do, how we want to do it. We are really comfortable within ourselves, and we are seeing a lot of growth from that, in that, with that. All right. And granted, for those of us who haven't been there, we may be coming into a lot of internal conflict within ourselves, especially in our minds, when it comes to relationships. If it's anything to do with friendships, the people who we work with, the groups that we gather with, okay, and there may be something being revealed within us of ourselves, right, to spark this new beginning so that we can move forward in a different way, right? New opportunities so that we can have growth within our connections, okay? And then it is conjunct North Node. So the eclipses are based on the nodes. The North Node is still in Taurus right now, but very shortly it will be in the cardinal signs of Aries and Libra. The South Node will be in Libra. So we are about to go through an eclipse season of Aries and Libra. And right now, this new moon is happening in Aries, and it is conjunct this Taurus node by 3 degrees. Okay, so basically, it it is almost in Aries. But once the North Node does move into Aries, we are definitely going to feel it, because it's going to bring a forward push, right, into the direction it is that we have. The destiny it is that lies within us. Especially, it's going to be very pivotal for those who are having a North Node return at this time. Like, things are probably about to start coming online, like especially with this happening at a full solar eclipse. Okay, so it's a lot of brightness taking place, it's a lot of external change taking place, it's a lot of growth, perhaps in the body. Okay, you might even start to look different, because Aries rules the entire body. Like, you could either lose weight, gain weight, it just depends. We're not going to get into that. Okay, but yes, the North Node will be going into Aries very, very soon. And so, this energy is very self-focused. It's important for us to build a good relationship with what it means for us to be selfish, so that we are not overextending ourselves, so that we have the balance it is that we need within our lives, within our relationships as well. All right. This is also a lot about innocence, doing stuff from the beginning, doing stuff that we have yet to do. Okay. And, really just being open to something new, and not feeling like that we have to keep doing the same old thing. Wherever it is that we have been doing the same old thing, it's going to make us uncomfortable to a point where we see that, okay, it's time to move on, it's time to do something new, it's time to do something different. Okay, so I'm not sure what Bashar doing out there, but he is running. Okay, so we're about to get into the human design happening in gate 3 in the 4th line. And so the sun moves through the zodiac, right? And it moves through 6 different gates throughout the time it is in one particular zodiac sign. So the ending of Aries season is gate 3, and gate 3 is difficulty at the beginning, and that is simply because it is about sprouting up something new. The hexagram that it shows, it basically represents life trying to grow through the earth, right? So you can imagine like a weed trying to crack through concrete that has been laid, or even a dandelion doing the same thing, but it's a struggle to get through because it has to waver itself. But at the same time, the hexagram is water above thunder. So this is basically like a thunderstorm. It is a great change, a significant change that's taking place because things are sprouting. But with it being in the 4th line, this is us needing support, needing help. This is not something that can be done alone, right? Because it's not a commanding position. It's not a position of where I can do this by myself. Granted, you have the perseverance with Aries to do that for sure, but it's going to need the support of others, of trusted, sources that you can connect with. And that's where a lot of that Aries square, the Aries sun and moon squaring Pluto, is going to come in, right? Because it's going to show you where it is that you've been resistant to this, where you've been rejecting this, right? Where you've been in conflict with truly connecting, making genuine, ties with people, and also even where it is that you have to be more, what's the word, detached in your connections as well. Be more free spirited, allowing others to do them in the same way that you do you, without any type of judgment, without any type of judgment. That's the best word I can think of at this time. So this is not the energy of faking it till you make it. It's like, okay, this is what I do, this is who I am, and this is how I'm showing up, but I need some help. Can someone help me? Right? And it is in receiving and accepting that help that's going to help you move forward. It's going to help push you forward, right? This can be somebody simply editing something for you, proofreading something for you. This can be you checking in with a friend, bouncing an idea off of them, right? This is connecting with trusted people, right? That you can connect with. This can even be speaking about getting a new job, right? Connecting with someone who's going to help you move into a higher position, right? That can show you the ropes in a sense, that it can almost bring something to where it is that you are that you don't know about, right? And being okay with knowing that you don't know everything, right? That's really important. So it is also knowing that even when we just not sure, like, okay, we're sure that we want to do something, but not sure how it's going to work out, in that period of self-denial, self-abnegation, abnegation, however you pronounce that word, it's in taking the first step that's going to show us that, okay, this is what we're supposed to be doing. It's going to offer that clarity that's needed to continue to go forward, right? Because we have the capacity to take the action, and it's all about asking how it can be done. And in asking that, it's making sure that you're asking the right people. Pluto and Aquarius, transforming your relationships, transforming who's supporting you, transforming who it is that you support, even, right? Who's showing up for you, or who it is that you are accepting help from, so we will be in a space of really being able to access the wisdom it is that we have gained through our certain chakras. So how it is that we think, our ideas, how we speak, and what it is that we're voicing, our opinions, okay, our self-identity, who it is that we are, who we see ourselves to be, who we know ourselves to be after all this time, okay, and also how we push forward our drive within that, right, and having that healthy connection that we've built up until this point with our ego, right, and we know that we can rely on our energy to push us, to our sensuality to carry us within our creativity, okay, our instincts, our intuition is guiding us in the right direction, right, and trusting that, and also allowing the emotions to do what it is that they do, so that that can guide us. We may be finding ourselves needing to really listen to our emotions, like letting that play out, right? So I can use myself as an example with this, because this energy is a generator energy. So this is going to be requiring, or it is just going to exude a lot of movement, and it's going to be very focused on the energy dynamic that is being put into what it is that we're doing, right? So I'm a projector, but I'm an emotional projector. So my emotions come, they arise, and then they go into waves, like they go up and down, right? So it's not until I get to a steady place that it's best for me to make a decision. And that's kind of what this energy is. So like I might be introduced to something, someone might give me an offer, an invitation, and I might feel something immediately about it, but it's best for me to give it time and not make a decision immediately on that initial response of my emotions, because all my other wisdom is about to start coming through into why this is or is not a good idea, so it's allowing that wisdom to support you in making the decisions in what it is that you can rely on, right? And noticing where you are feeling like that you are needing to put too much pressure on yourself for something, like where the pressure is extensive, it's like, okay, you know that you are grounded in where it is that you are and what it is that you're doing. Is it all in the matter of trusting that and moving forward with that dynamic? Okay, so yes, y'all, make sure you are drinking some things for your throat, right? Keeping that throat chakra clear, right? Speaking your voice, connecting with your soul is going to be a lot of aggressive energy, not necessarily angry, but definitely aggressive energy. There may be a lot of things coming up with our sons. If you have a son, right, some new things with them. There may be some things coming up with your boss, right, or your role as a leader in reality, right? Very throat chakra, solar plexus oriented, and really wanting to connect those two with each other, feeling that confidence in order to speak whatever it is that you need to speak. the sexual energy is very strong, and there may be a lot of shocking things that help propel us into like these revolutionary stances, whether that is out in the world, okay, or within our own personal lives. All right, so it's really important that we take the steps it is that's needed to be taken in those shocking matters, and recognize that where change is challenging, that it's just allowing it to be, or recognizing that it is an invitation to connect more with your perseverance in the areas that it's needed, right? I'm really not the person to be like, you gotta go, you gotta push, like, do what you need to do when you need to do it, that's it. But you may find that a lot of help is coming forth with family, people around you, or people who feel like family, people who you have really close, intimate relationships with. Our careers are really strong at this time, and really facing our true north, moving forward with that and doing what it is that it takes, or what supports us in showing up, basically. I don't want to be like, whatever. Anyways, y'all. So yes, that's pretty much everything with the human design aspect. I hope I did that, bringing it together, justice. My words. Mercury is definitely going to go into retrograde, and it's in my 10th house. So that's like this, like my public image be how people see me. So my words. All right. So now, what else do what do we want to go to next? Do we want to talk about the Magick, or do we want to pull some cards? Let's go ahead and talk about the Magick, because it might be to the point I'll pull some cards and be like, I don't feel like talking about all that. So yeah, so the Magick that can be done during this time. So this is, for one, a fire moon. So utilizing candles can be really supportive at this time. You can write out your petition, or more so your intentions, right? Read these out loud in a clean space after you have showered and got really clean and just feeling really relaxed, right? Maybe did some meditation, and getting very clear on what your intentions are underneath this moon, and what's carrying you forward over this eclipse season, okay, of these new beginnings that's taking place. Focus on the type of relationships you want to have, the type of fun and adventure you want to have. All right, because this particular gate, this gate 3, is all about play. It's about creating order out of chaos. It's like having it's like taking like this expansive chaos and turning it into creative order. So those are definitely the type of relationships you want to connect with. People who can help you bring that order, people who can help you get organized, right? Get structured, get grounded. Okay, especially with this Aries energy, you want to like take your time. Like Aries, we can just do a lot at one time, too much. Okay, so you really want to take your time with all of that. Now, if you want to get deeper into, or make something more potent, get more magical with it, right? Tap more into the unseen parts, the aspects, connect more with the spirits. You can definitely use the planetary aspects. So right now, today, we're having this moon. It's happening at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. So it's a Wednesday, right? And Wednesdays are great days for opening the roads. And this is a great moon to do a road opener. I personally would do a road opener, okay? And you can even use you can use saints during this time, right? You can use saints anytime, but Saint Expedite would be really great. So if you're seeing this at an earlier time on this Wednesday, right? Wednesdays are Saint Expedite days. I will link a blog post I have on my website where you can learn a little bit more about Saint Expedite and what he brings, what he does. Right. And Wednesday is the only day that you want to start some work with Saint Expedite. So if you see this later and you want to utilize him, just do it the next Wednesday. The moon will be growing, getting bigger. This energy will still be very potent. Okay. Now, you can also do this on a Thursday. Even you can do a road opener on a Thursday, but Thursdays are really good for bringing in abundance. So let me back up real quick. On Wednesday, if you do something on Wednesday, you want to do it on Wednesday, on the Wednesday at the Wednesday hour, right? So this means you want to look up the planetary times. I will put a link in the description box below where you can check that out too, because it's different based on wherever it is that you are, and you can do your road opener with that. And so with that road opener, you can use an orange candle, you can use a white candle, you can use herbs like rue, acete de, what is that? Del Cambrino? Don't call me. I'm gonna write it down there. But of course, you may not be able to get that today, but it will be very useful, very supportive. I have a list of road opener herbs written down in here. Let me share that with you. So you can also get, what is this? Yeah, okay. So you can use 5-finger grass, which is really good. It's called cinquefoil. That is the original name for it. Hyssop is good, sulfur, because when it comes to open the roads, you basically are moving things out of the way, and that's what these herbs help you do. It helps you remove the blockages, helps you remove any type of anything that's hanging you up, that's stopping you up. So like cinnamon, black pepper, cayenne, allspice, lemongrass, those types of things, okay, will support you in opening the roads. You do not have to use all of them. You can use one of them. Maybe you got some basil in your pantry. Maybe you got some allspice in your pantry. Okay, I would suggest using, it really doesn't matter because I'm not talking about any type of form of magic here, any form of manifestation type, I should say. So yeah, use as many as you have of those. And then, you want to set up your altar, have all 4 elements on there: earth, fire, air, water, and figure out what calls to you. Follow yourself with that. Okay. And then if you do this on a Thursday, you can do it at the time of Thursday, right? A Jupiter time, because Jupiter rules Thursdays. Okay, you can also and you can utilize that energy to bring in abundance. You can set up a simple altar with all 4 elements, some clean water. I don't suggest using tap water, maybe like some some spring water is good. Like alkaline water is okay, but it's usually been processed. So spring water is really good. And but everything has a spirit, and the spirit of tap water is not necessarily what I would recommend. So you would want to focus on expansion, on moving forward, on abundance, prosperity, on your faith, right? Great herbs for that would be butterbur or any of the other herbs that I mentioned before, right? But even cinnamon is good, because even though these also remove blockages, the spirit, it is spectrum, right? Spectrum in their expression of what they do for you, what they can do for you, what they can show up and support you with, right? Hadron the Conqueror will be really great for all this energy. He will bust them doors down, okay? He will bring in the money. He will bring in the abundance. He will bring in the family connections, okay? So that will be really good for this as well. And what else? Was there any other type of, I spoke about intentions, planetary magic, using the days, in particular types of magic for the days. And if anything, you can just journal. All right, you can write out your intentions. You can set that, have it in a place that is sacred to you. right? And put it there. You can light a candle if you want. You don't have to. You can take a bath during this time, right? One that is cleansing so that you can open yourself up to new opportunities. You can do protection at this time. This will be a great time to do any type of protection work, right? Imagine yourself being cloaked in white light, okay, and carry that with you. You can do that every day until the full moon, or however long you can get up and do that every day. I recommend doing that every day, okay? But, you know, you can also light you a candle with some black pepper on it, all right? With some cayenne pepper, with some, some sulfur if you got some randomly laying around, or maybe you can find some. All right. And, return to sender, protect yourself. It's of the most importance. Okay. Change your mind for sure of how it is that you are thinking about yourself, right? Because the greatest protection that we can really carry is how we think and feel about ourselves. Because in that point, we are impenetrable of any other type of influences. Granted, that don't mean that other stuff can't happen, that people won't say what they're gonna say, do what they're gonna do. But initially, a place to start with, right, it is within the self, right? Getting the mind right, getting the heart right, right? Cleansing the body, detoxing, doing what it is that you need to do to get yourself in a space that really, have you feeling like you good, like you on your 10. All right. So y'all, we're gonna pull some cards. My hair fell. So I'm gonna just pull a card from each deck, one from each deck, see what it's giving, see what the energies is giving. I'm feeling like that these cards just don't say everything I just said, because that's how it be. It be the energy in the air that the cards be picking up on, that which is divine. Right. This is why you can go to many readers and they're all saying very similar things, because the energy is likewise. Right. So great spirit, ancestors, guys that support us, send us love, prosperity, abundance, protection, fulfillment, joy, that facilitate ease into our life, that hold us down when things get challenging. I ask that you offer your messages, your insight, your guidance when it comes to the collective at this time under this Aries new moon solar eclipse. What would you like for them to know at this time? What would you like for them to take with them? What is here for them? Okay, so we have open heart here. So open heart is basically speaks about you being in a space of moving forward with a healed heart, right? Knowing that yes, things have happened in the past, but that don't make you today, right? That doesn't make your circumstances today. This is paying attention to do whatever healing it is that's needing to be done, right? It's kind of like the protection I was talking about of healing the emotions, healing the mind, right? The perception of things, even healing the body. Is really acknowledging what it is that is no longer working, what has worked, right? And letting yourself be forgiving of the past, right? And move forward with grace. Give yourself grace. Let yourself allow those wounds to heal, and not connecting in a way that is trauma, like a trauma response, right? Instead, at the bottom we have youth, and youth is basically speaking about innocence, right? It is let me see something. Well, that's fine. Anyways, youth is about being open to new beginnings, feeling good, trusting, ready for adventure, to have fun and move forward with a sense of youthfulness, right? And this is an active measure. It's very resonant to the human design energy, because in the I Ching, that specific hexagram, it speaks about the middle sun and the oldest sun, right? And that is about like a very excited youth, right? So trusting where it is that you're going, being open to the dynamics that's taking place, but also seeing things beneath the surface, right? Not just having things be one way, if that's not one way, but give me the words, please. Seeing things from a perspective that is outdated, okay? And instead choosing to feel into it, right? Maybe doing a heart cleansing, a heart healing may be supportive for you at this time. Some soul retrieval may be taking place as well. What else is here? Sacred lust. Yes. So it feels good to feel good. All right. Tap into that source of sensuality, because that's really what's going to carry you. Our sensual nature, our sacral chakra, is what magnetizes what it is that we need, what it is that we want and desire to us. It's like, yes, that kind of energy. It's enjoying and feeling like, let it fill up your entire body, like feel it through your skin, through your fingertips, feel it through your toes, right? Them chills, you know what chills I'm talking about. Okay. And at the bottom, we have worthiness. So you are. All right. That's it. You matter. Okay. And it's important that you move forward in a way that you believe that so is true, right? It's okay to do things that make you feel good. It's okay to do what you want, but it's okay to also do what you were divinely led to do, right? Because sometimes we're really desiring to do something and not knowing where it's coming from, and that's because it's sacred to us. It is us. It is our in our right, like a birthright. Okay, so let's see, what else do we have here? We have warrior woman. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? Right. So again, go forward, go through the fear, right? Carry the fear, walk with the fear. All right. Let it be. Somebody called me. All right. I thought I put my phone on do not disturb, but I did not. But yeah, walk with your fear. Let it be with you, right? And recognize when it's there to protect you and when it's just really unnecessary and it's something that's needing to be healed, right? And worked through and moved through. Okay, so if you weren't afraid, what would you do? Focusing on the truth. What is your truth? What does your reality look like when you are fully embodied into your truth? Okay, so and at the bottom we have share your voice. So come out the cave. All right, express yourself. Okay, I thought I had some tarot cards here. I do. I'll pull one tarot card to expand a little bit from this energy. These glasses. What else is there? What else would you like these people to know at this time? That's a lot of cards falling out. Here must have a lot of messages for y'all. What's this? We have Queen of Emotions here. So Queen of Emotions is basically telling us to listen to our intuition, go with our heart, go with our gut, right? Pay attention to our dreams. We even got Queen of Inspiration at the bottom. That's Queen of Wands. So it's like we are the creator of our reality. Can you just do what you need to do without having to know the full script, without having to know everything that's needing to be known, right? Can you trust in the divine to guide you in where it is that you're headed, where you're going? Can you trust in divine timing? Can you trust in yourself? Are you willing to know that your soul knows what it wants, and that the steps that you are feeling inclined to take is for a reason, right? That you are not being misled, right? And it's a lot about trusting oneself, really needing to get in tune with that sacral chakra. Although this is I did say that there is a lot of growth in solar plexus chakra, but in order for the ideas to flow, for the movement to go, you have to really connect with that sacral chakra. So some sacral chakra healing would be good. Aries, although it is a fire sign, is a very sacral oriented because it rules the male, not necessarily the male reproductive system, but the male sexual organs, you know. So what else is there? It's, like I said, it's a very sexual energy that's taking place here. And that is creativity. You know, create, go ahead and do what you're going to do, what you're doing. I am blessed because you are blessed. All right. You're blessed. You're protected. I tune out negative people and thoughts. All right. Maybe it's something you want to listen to, something you want to, some affirmations you want to write. Maybe some good exercise will help you get in touch with this, right? Get things moving, get things flowing. What else? What is the self-care you are offering us at this moment for this Aries new moon solar eclipse? What is the self-care you wanted to take with us this day? My leg and fell asleep. And look at that. They say take a bath. All right. Take you a bath. Just relax. Maybe you want to connect with somebody. Okay. And really get into the flow and let go of the negativity. Maybe you might even have a conversation with someone. Could be a fire sign, a water sign that you're connecting with. And you have something to share with them. Maybe they're sharing something with you, right? And it's clearing up something that you were thinking that wasn't necessarily the truth, or maybe it confirms that. All right. Either way, know that you matter and let that be the deciding factor of what the movement it is that you run with, that you go with. Okay, and I'm gonna pull the affirmation card for this moon energy. Affirmation. Perfect. I am free. Okay. It says, I release myself from the thoughts and feelings that have held me back. Any guilt, shame, embarrassment, self-doubt, and fear that I harbor, I release today. I am free. And at the bottom, we have, I am love. Okay. I may not have always made the right choices, but I did my best. I have so much love to give and everyone around me can feel it. I'm given a clean slate every single day to be the best version of me that I can be. I am forgiven. I am loved. Okay. So, my loves, that's it. That's all. I'm out of here. I hope that this blesses you. Make sure you check out the links below to support you with your magical correspondence and all the things that you may need in reference to that. All right. And yeah, y'all can join me over on TikTok. Okay. I have started a TikTok page and I'll be posting here and there. Most of the time it will just be short updates and guiding people here to YouTube, but nevertheless, there will be other types of videos there as well. I still will be doing my cooking. I just have not been recording anything. I cook every week. 4 to 5 times a week. All right. So I just haven't been recording because I haven't been in the mood to do so. But I still will be sharing those recipes because, you know, cooking is a form of conjure. It truly is. Okay. And if you can put a recipe together, you can create anything in your life. All right. If you can make something taste really good with the things it is that you have, look, that is the key. That is the key. Okay, so I will talk to y'all next time. I hope y'all have a wonderful new moon. I hope that it is kind to you in the best way possible because y'all know how Aries can be. All right, and I hope that it is inspiring and takes you on the new path in the direction and flow it is that you have been seeking at this time. All right, so I'll see y'all next time.